All right, and welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every single one of you guys out there, and congratulations. Why am I saying congratulations? Well, because you're finally making money again today. The altcoins are slowly moving up as Bitcoin is trying to just do the bullish thing, guys, and just break back through the $72,000 level, where if we do it, we're going to have a lot of liquidations in the right direction. Those would be some beautiful short squeezes, which we do want to see, guys. If you're holding cryptocurrency and you're trying to make money, you want to see Bitcoin go up. So today, we're going to talk a little bit about some of the bullish price predictions that are coming out for Bitcoin, whether those are accurate, good, bad, in between, what we can expect. Get into some of the big stories, a couple big ones that I wanted to share with you guys today. Always trying to bring some new news to the table for you guys on the daily and just keep you guys up to date with the emotions of the market day to day, both from me and Black C's perspective, from what we're seeing out in the market, from influencers, news publications, and institutions alike, because there's clearly a drive towards more crypto adoption. And we're at the forefront. If you're here and you're making money and you are early to crypto and you're buying in that bear market, or you're starting to buy now in anticipation for the continuation of this bull market that is to come, then smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, because we're doing 5 videos every single day for you guys. I live stream Monday through Friday at around this time. Sometimes we do them a little bit earlier. I try to do them either bright and early at 8:30 before the workday or right at my lunch break, so that I can keep making those calls, keep the income coming in, guys. Focus on your jobs. Crypto is a side hustle. Maybe one day it can become your main hustle if you put in the time, you put in the research and the dedication, guys. It ain't easy, but It really ain't that hard when you break it down, guys. There are a lot of mistakes you can make along the way in crypto, so we want to minimize those and maximize the gains. If you win 51% of the time, then you're a winner, guys. Okay, so that's our goal. Let's win at least 51% of the time, guys. If you're for that, smash that like. Welcome back, everybody. It's good to see everybody in the chat. Let me do a couple shout outs and crush the like button while we're at it. Shout out to Carlito and who just sold 25,000 Crow for some Crow with knife token, one of the most popular meme tokens that I've seen lately on the Cronos blockchain specifically. Shout out to Greg, shout out to Armando, good to see ya. His target is $260,000 for the BTC. And you know what, Armando, you should put that into a vote. Now, I got a poll up. I just asked a very simple question indeed, guys. And the question of the day after 3 to 10 cups of coffee that I've had this morning, just kidding, honey, Mrs. Crypto Kip, if you're watching, this is cup number 2. I gotta limit the caffeine intake, folks. Very simple vote for you. If you want to vote, the question is can Bitcoin reach $200,000? Let me know your answer, yes or no. So far, 91% of you guys do say yes. And I'll let you guys know what my vote would be in a little bit. Hey, Servando Estrada, one of my favorite names in the chat. We got a new name that competes with you, Servando. His name's Pickle Rick, and it's pretty cool. And he might be back today. I don't know, but shout out to you, Servando. All right, guys, so you know how it works, and if you don't, well, welcome back. Again, I am Crypto Kip. What I do on these live streams is I'm going to give you a little temperature update on the market. We'll look at some big gainers, big losers, what's on a discount. What are you maybe taking profit on? Remember, none of it's financial advice. We'll take the temperature of the market, look through the charts a little bit, find some targets to start, and then we'll go through some of the news stories, and I'll pull back the music, and then after the news stories are done, I'll bring the music back. We can hang out a little bit and do a little bit of a Q&A. Fair? Fun? Fine? Fantastic. Beautiful. I couldn't think of another F word. All right, guys, Flying Tigers, get ready with the emojis, and so is Servando. How do you get the emojis? You can become a member on our channel. You get access to our private Discord when you're a member, so check that out in the link down below. Yes, that's great, Servando. Much love, guys, much love. Let's get into it. So, bing, bop, badoo. Let me get my situation situated. And there's the screen. Sure. Can you see the screen? Can you hear the music? Are we good? Are we good? Good. Good. Okay, guys. You can follow our socials, by the way, right below me on this little box, and right below that are my socials. If you find us at the Crypto Report on Twitter, and you know what, I should probably change that to the X logo now that I'm looking at it. You can also find me Crypto Kip Tweets and 333 Black Sea on Twitter, my partner on this channel, so make sure you check that out. All right, so today, how we doing? How we feeling? We're looking at these crypto markets, and we're saying Bitcoin's making me pretty happy today. Bitcoin's up 2.4%, which is pretty decent, and Bitcoin dominance is up very slightly, in the slightest, which is good to see. And we're also seeing the fear and greed index kind of slowly trickle down. We've been kind of watching it come slowly break into this lighter green, and then now here we are at 72 for the fear and greed index, which means these are better times to buy than when we're in extreme greed. Typically, you're taking profit in extreme greed. And some people, I do think that some people just use this as an indicator as to, should I be buying or selling right now? Well, if it's down here, you want to be buying, because that's where it was for the whole bear market, guys. It was down here the whole time for a year. We were buying. I hope you were too. We've been talking about that. We've done 3,000 videos on this channel, and about 1,500 of those videos were probably in this red and orange region. And if you were buying when we were talking about it, well, pat yourself on the back and smash that like button for me and say something in the chat about how much incredible amounts of money you've been making, because congratulations, you were buying in the bear market. And now there are people that are just waiting for the green to buy. And you know what? There's a lot of bull market, and so you could still make some good money, but the best money is made in the red, in the orange, even in the yellow. And so if we creep into the yellow, you know you got a buying opportunity. Even this is arguably potentially a buying opportunity, because in a full-fledged bull market, which we are about to embark on, yes, embark, that's the word. In a full-fledged bull market that we're about to embark on here, you will see this in the green pretty much majority of the time. So anybody who's buying moving forward is kind of just FOMOing into the market. But you buy low, sell high, take profit along the way, and you'll make it out all right. Not financial advice, but let's look at some of the specific movers on the day. Bitcoin, 67,840. $2 today. We did get above 68K today, so the next target really is $72,000. I tweeted that out for you guys. I would love to see that. Keep in mind, Bitcoin is still down 3.91% over the last 7 days. We had a very healthy retracement from 73,800 all the way down to 59,000. We're just trying to get back up. We did get back up to like 72 for a lick, came back down, and we're kind of making higher lows, which is very good to see. A lot of people are looking at a little wedge formation that we kind of had forming recently, and it looks like we're breaking out to the upside. So I've been bullish. I've been leaning bullish. So far, that's looking good. There could be a crash. Buy the dip, let her rip. That's my strategy anyway. Let me know what yours is in the comments down below. Let's look at some of the big gainers on the day, and we'll look at some of the big losers too. And notice, guys, I can't wait to see these things change. They haven't changed. Get ready. Bitcoin, BRC20s, Stacks ecosystem, something's going to pop up here. Maybe just Bitcoin DeFi, I bet you we're going to see at some point. I bet you that's what it's going to be. Bitcoin ecosystem or Bitcoin DeFi ecosystem. At some point, I think Solana is not going to be up here in this bull market, and I think it's going to get replaced by something hotter. Not to say that Solana is not going to be explosive and make people millions of dollars, because I think Solana is one of the best picks out there. Don't get me wrong, but how long can it stay the hottest trend? Gaming is kind of cooled off, but it's been up there for a while. We're looking for the next hot trend. I think I found it. I think it's Bitcoin DeFi, and I think it's some of the smaller ecosystems that we've talked about on this channel, like Cronos. Certainly Stacks, the layer 2 solution for Bitcoin DeFi. Cronos, I think, is some upside. There's some small meme coins you can make some money on. But, you know, any of these things, even Avalanche. Right now, there's a meme token in Avalanche, Big Red, that's mooning, that George from Cryptos R Us is talking about. There's a lot of ecosystems that are undervalued right now, so just be aware of that. Let's look at the big gainers on the day. Pendle, this one we've seen creeping up slowly, currently ranked number 81. Gonna get into the top 50. You know, some of these things shoot up from the rank 200s, rank 300s, and come into the top 100, top 50 out of nowhere. So you got to keep doing the due diligence, guys. Keep doing the research. Mantle, we've seen up here quite a bit. I remember there was a big retracement on Mantle recently. You had a good opportunity to buy the dip, and here we are at 15.54%. Again, I don't endorse buying tokens when they're double-digit greens on any particular day unless you have some crazy hypothesis and you're gambling and you're putting money in that you're potentially willing to lose, or you have some crazy bull case that you have high conviction on and you're not going to panic buy and then panic sell when it dips. So anyway, I'm dodging buying double-digit gainers on any given day. It's not to say that I won't buy into some green candles, but they better be green candles just happening right after some red candles, because I believe that there was enough consolidation. We're coming back up, kind of like Bitcoin. Bitcoin was at a discount below $70,000 still, and I think, you know, buy red, sell green, right? ETC Ethereum Classic, I think it's a trash coin. It is an early fork for Ethereum. Bitcoin Cash is the same. You know, I don't really love these things, but that doesn't mean you can't make money on it, guys. I talk about this a lot on my channel, and so for some of you guys that are new, be aware of it. In cryptocurrency, what you can do, guys, is you could literally take the top 100 tokens, top 200 tokens in cryptocurrency. You could place them on a dartboard. You could put on a blindfold, grab 5 darts, throw those darts at a dartboard, and you could probably make some good money in crypto. You might even catch a 5 or 10x. But that's not what we're doing here, guys. We're picking a hypothesis, we're doing the due diligence, we're doing the research, and so I'm dodging things like Bitcoin Cash, which is just a hype play. You know, Bitcoin Cash is like a meme token in my mind, and so is Ethereum Classic. And if you disagree with me, I'd love to hear your argument for it in the comments down below. But again, that doesn't mean they can't pump. So just a little note on that. Chiliz was a very popular play for sports teams and for, I believe, like NFTs and like metaverse combo. This is coming back up a little bit. Maybe that means that Sandbox can get a pump again. Engine was a very popular token in the last bull market. These were some of the hype plays, like Thor, I believe, was another one. Theta was another one that people were hyped around Chiliz. So Chiliz is popping. Does that mean that Theta and the Engine and some of these other plays like Sandbox or Decentraland can start rallying again? Those all rallied last market. Maybe those come back and we see that category come back up to the top, because things shift, guys. There's different things that shift. We had an Ethereum DeFi summer in the previous bull market. I think we have a Bitcoin DeFi summer in this bull market this summer. I think it's coming. And inevitably, there's going to be other plays like AI, which you cannot argue with that it is high. We see AAA level games coming to crypto, so maybe this does stay on top. Solana is allegedly the Ethereum killer, so maybe Solana stays on top as well. But do not think for a second that there will not be other narratives that come about, so it is always worth continuing to dig. Also, real world assets. I know some people are very bullish on RWAs. Notice how that trend came and went with those ERC40 tokens, or I don't even remember what they were. I was not hyped when it There's new narratives that come. Some stand the test of time, some don't. So you got to do your research, guys. You got to be careful. And go ahead and vote too, because I put out a question in the poll. I asked a question: can Bitcoin hit 200K? We're doing a little market update. We're looking at some of the top movers on the day, just giving some ideas and strategies on general markets, what these movers are, what our moves are. Binance token still doing well, hanging on, ranked number 4, $88 billion market cap. Man, that makes me so bullish on Crow. The fact that CRO is still holding at about a $4 billion, really holding its market position in terms of how successful they are as an exchange. KuCoin went down recently in a capacity in terms of a legal lawsuit, had a little bit of volatility there. I do think that Binance and Crypto.com and Coinbase are the top exchanges on planet Earth. Obviously, there's some other ones out there that are doing it well right now, but not all of them have their own blockchains, and not all of them have successful strategies when it comes to regulatory compliance. In fact, Crypto.com has the best, and so I'm very bullish on that as I look at BNB here today, making gains even though the CEO is literally going to go on trial in April, I believe. They might have pushed it back, but he's going to go to prison at some point. The old CEO, the ex-CEO, not the new one. They got a new guy. He's squeaky clean, allegedly. We'll see. Still bullish on BNB. It's the largest exchange out there. They have their own chain. It's a big chain. People, I think even if you're bullish on Cronos and you like the CAW token, I think they're even going to launch the CAW token on Binance Smart Chain. So, you want to see all these communities interact and your personal community obviously grow that you're invested in. Some of the other movers here, again, there's Thor. I was talking about that. Here's some of the AI plays. Fetch AI. Look at this. Look at this, guys. You can't even make this stuff up. Yesterday, I was literally telling you guys, you see, Fetch AI, Singularity, AGI. Go back, check the tapes. Look at my intro yesterday. Look at when I was talking about these AI tokens. They were some of the biggest losers the last 7 days. They still are. And they're up 6% today. That's what happens when you buy red. You get some green eventually. Not always, but if you're buying good plays and you had your eye on something and you wanted to buy it when it was green and you didn't and you waited till it was red, you buy the dip and then it starts to rip. That's how this thing works, guys. Shiba Inu hanging on. I know there's a lot of Shiba Inu lovers out there, and just let's be honest about Shiba Inu, guys. Shiba Inu's got at best a 4 to 10x in it, and 10x gets pretty difficult to do. Had a nice little pump here. Be careful, this is consolidating. It could all of a sudden get another boost up, but just remember, these things tend to do skyscrapers, come back down, consolidate, and then catch you by surprise all of a sudden after a couple months. Maybe we have a consolidation that gives us another leg up. Arguably, the bull market is just getting started. It's really began here, and we still have quite a bit of bull market left. But also don't forget that Shiba Inu is at a $16.5 billion market cap. And, I have a lot of people that start asking me about Shiba Inu, and new people are like, well, I got Shiba and Doge. That is not a beginner's portfolio to set yourself up for success. Unless you bought in this bear market, now you're up here. Well, take profit and get something new. Do some research. Get something like, I don't know, exposure to Bitcoin DeFi, the largest asset in all of cryptocurrency that now has decentralized applications being built on top of it. Maybe you want to invest in some of that. Maybe you want to invest in Solana, which is allegedly the Ethereum killer. Maybe you want to invest in Avalanche, which is right on Solana's tail. Maybe you want to invest in Cronos because it's an undervalued community. The Crow fam's incredibly strong. But Shiba Inu, you're just a bandwagon effect person at that point. You're just literally picking the most Googled coin on earth, which isn't a bad strategy for a 2x, 4x. But are you here for a 2x? Fine, maybe you get some sheep. Are you here for a 4x? Fine, maybe you get some sheep. Are you here for a 40 or 50x? I don't know what a lot of you guys are. Sheep ain't that play anymore. It's not that play. Not to say that you can't make money. Shiba Inu is almost like buying Bitcoin at this point, which is one of the dumbest things I could say out loud, and that's not financial advice. But what I mean by that is it's probably so big that it's not really just going to vanish off the face of the earth, but it's also not going to explode to the moon and bring you to Valhalla like a lot of people preach that it might. Okay, guys? So just be careful about that. Little update for you guys today. It is good to see you at a top mover, so shout out to you guys if you're making money on Shiba Inu today. Just trying to be very transparent with you guys. Let's up with some of the big losers. We got 34 viewers so far, 14 likes. Smash that like button if you agree, or if you disagree, let me know in the comments down below. So those are some of the big movers on the day. Some of the biggest losers. Wormhole had a big launched and got into the top 100 immediately, has a $2.1 billion market cap right now, an insane amount of trading volume yesterday. This was a huge airdrop for a Wormhole, allowing basically different chains to interact better. Got to get more technical than that for you guys, but anyway, anytime there's a new token that comes up and anytime it's hot, just be careful, guys, because what goes up usually comes back down and consolidates and has some kind of retracement. A perfect example of that, and I talked about, and I'm just going to use it as an example. I talked about this yesterday. Here is the CROB token, the Crow Mob coin that came out on Cronos. It was launched by VVS Finance, one of the main dexes on Cronos itself. I said, no way I'm going to buy this thing in a green candle. And look what happened, guys. The thing absolutely died, and it could certainly come back, but it died. In the meantime, consolidated, people took profit, and that's what happens when new tokens come out. So same thing with Wormhole, and not to say that CROB isn't going to do well and that VVS Finance is not going to have a successful meme token. In fact, eventually I think it's going to be a successful meme token in some capacity, but remember, it's a meme. But my point is really just that Wormhole just came out. It was very hot, and so great. Let the people that won and got in before you take profit, let it consolidate, come back down, and then maybe you buy the dip and let it rip. And you could have done that with Jupiter as well. Same thing. Jupiter launched at like 40 cents, came down to 20 cents, maybe even lower, and now here it is back up at $1.57. It really doesn't have to be that hard, guys. It really doesn't have to be that hard. Crypto can be very, very easy. Don't buy in mega green candles. Buy in mega red candles. You know, don't necessarily try to catch a falling knife with a huge bag, but dollar cost average in low. And then, you know, take profit on the way up, guys. It can be very, very simple. ISQ Power asks, can I buy Crow in Uniswap? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to. I think the answer is yes, because I think you could buy it with wrapped ETH now. If somebody wants to clarify that in the chat, let me know. I'm not really 100% sure. They do have a ETH pairing now, wrapped ETH pairing. I think you can. So let me know if somebody knows that answer down below. We can check that out later as well, ISQ Power. Do throw any questions you guys have at me. Like Carlito Figueroa is asking, hey, Crypto Kip, are you still buying Crow? Well, no, I have a huge bag of Crow, and in fact, I'm trying to earn more Crow with some altcoin bets, some meme coin bets, and, you know, replenish my bags and make some Crow on top of it and get into some other ecosystems. You know, you don't want to be all in on one community, right? We want to diversify and we want to spread it out so that we can catch some different narratives, but we don't want to be too spread out, right? I can't be in Avalanche, Solana, Cardano, Polkadot, you know, I can't be in every single meme coin. I can't be in every single L2, L1. it's not possible. You know, you got to pick the things you're most confident in and diversify a little bit. Don't just be all in one ecosystem, but you know, look at that. So biggest losers of the day, not a lot of big losers, just a couple that are dipping after absolute success. Wormhole, Core, and Ethna. Look at these things, guys. Wormhole was up really big yesterday, so it's just all red today. But Core is up still 142% over the last 7 days. Ethna is still up 51% over the last 7 days. This is a very solid dip. You know, maybe you're into the Core thing and you looked into that and you 16% is not bad, but it's still up 142%. So just proceed with caution on any of these plays, guys. So not a lot of big red today. Let's see on the last 7 days if there's some big red that maybe we got some good dips to buy. Oops. Real Conversation says, do I have any Gala? I don't have any Gala, but that being said, I think Gala is undervalued. Gaming's still hot. I think it's going to remain to be a big narrative. So, you know, just because I don't have something doesn't mean it's not bullish, guys. Again, I can't buy everything. Some of the biggest losers are still the AI plays. And remember, AI is still hot. AI is the conversation. In fact, I have a crazy story for you guys today about robots, I think. I wanted to share a story with you guys about robots today. So we'll explore that here in a second. Okay, I'm getting a little laggy, so I gotta be careful. All right, guys. So there you go. There's some of the big movers, some big winners, big losers, and let's go ahead and look at bada bing, bada boom, some trading view. Bitcoin is back. Ooh, is it? Let's let it refresh here. Bitcoin looks like it wants to keep going up. It is moving at $68,145. This is a very beautiful move right now. Super exciting to see. Let's look at the hourly candles and peek at what Bitcoin's really got in store for us. And we'll talk more about that here in a second. So Bitcoin's at, 68,100. This is great. There are insane liquidations occurring that could occur right at $72,000. So we're going to be on the lookout for that today. Hopefully we can get up to 72K. That would be absolutely great. Shy Sox fan says, chilling on this rainy Chicago day, watching live. Glad you're enjoying it, brother. Looking at some of the other plays today, Bitcoin is doing well. In fact, it's still outperforming Ethereum on the day, but Ethereum looks like it wants to come back up. Let's look at the overall market cap that we were peaking at, and go ahead and vote as well. I asked, can Bitcoin reach 200K? And let me know what you guys think. I said yesterday, look at the body of this candle was a lot bigger. Today, we got this weekly candle that's kind of creeping back up, trying to go green, and I think it wants to, and I think it will. And we got a couple bits of evidence to kind of support that theory, guys. Okay, so let's get into it. Let's do some of the news, guys, and talk about some of the deets here on the day. I'm gonna go ahead and pause this music for you guys. Okay. All right. So here we go, people. Here we go. So remember, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 green months in a row for Bitcoin. Yesterday, April was down it was down like 7%. Today, it's only down 4.9%. In fact, let me refresh this, and forgive me because I think it's going to take a second here. It's only down 5% in the month of April. This thing wants to turn green. Do not forget, guys, that the Bitcoin halving is occurring in April. What does that mean? For those of you guys that don't know, and I'll just assume that there's always going to be a couple folks that just don't know what this Bitcoin halving is, newcomers to the stream. Bitcoin is a decentralized network of computers that basically solve the algorithm of the Bitcoin blockchain, solving all the transactions, balancing the ledger, if you will, on this totally decentralized blockchain. And what you get, guys, is a reward. If you're a miner and you have miners and you're mining Bitcoin, you get a reward. What is the reward? It's Bitcoin. Now, every roughly 4.5 years, and there's a specific amount of blocks that are solved, the reward given to the Bitcoin miners across the network is cut in half. There's a reward given every 9.5 minutes, roughly. That reward is going to be cut in half from about 6.25 down to like 3 point something Bitcoin every 9 minutes. So what does that mean? Bitcoin's getting more scarce, and that is why people talk about the Bitcoin halving so much. It should be a very bullish event. Typically, we do see a sell-off around that. Maybe we arguably already had that sell-off. Bitcoin came down about 17 point something% from its recent peak at about $73,800. And so there is an argument to be made that that sell-off could just have happened, and it is over. I'm going to exit out of these tabs as I go along because I'm learning my lesson. Now, what I'm hyper about today, super hyper about today, is this beautiful chart right here. And what you're looking at is the liquidation heat map for Bitcoin. Okay, guys? So let me refresh this as well for you guys so it is relevant. Go ahead and smash that like button for me, guys, if you are enjoying the content so far. I'm going to go out to let's go to the monthly candles, okay? Or not even monthly candles, monthly snapshot per se. What you're going to notice, guys, and you can just see it right here, Bitcoin has some serious, what you're looking at on these green, guys, this is open leverage positions, okay? So this is a liquidation heat map, and this tells you basically where the bulls and bears are sitting. Now, there's some bears that are sitting right here at about $72,000, and so what we get here is an opportunity where if Bitcoin does come up to $72,000, and guys, please note that these little green lines, they kind of act as a magnet. That's why we came down here. We cleared out some of the junk that was down here in terms of greedy longs that needed to get liquidated. Well, they got liquidated right here below the previous all-time high and just slightly below it because, again, the whales want to manipulate this market. The exchanges want to liquidate all the greedy leverage positions. The winners liquidate them so that we can kind of resume and go back up. That's how it works, guys. We are on our way back up to the magnet, if you will, at $72,000, where there's an insane amount of leverage positions ready to go. There is $1 billion in liquidation leverage up there, guys. So that is pretty significant, guys. That is very significant. That could be coming very soon. So just keep an eye on that. That's why I tweeted out $72,000 Bitcoin. Could that be coming? Yeah, I mean, it really could be in a hurry potentially. And we're going to talk about some Bitcoin predictions here in a bit. Go ahead and answer the poll. Can Bitcoin reach 200K? 81% of you guys say yes, and 19% of you guys say no so far. Very, very interesting to see. I'm talking about in general, just so you know. In general, not just like today or not just this bull market. I'm talking about in general. Okay? So here's another story I want to share with you guys today. Google sues 2 developers for putting 87 fraudulent crypto apps on the Google Play Store. So guys, super chat from Scossum. Glad I bought the dip and held strong. My guy, I'm going to like that. And actually, I'm going to love it. I'm going to give you a little heart there too, man, because I love that. A success story of somebody that bought the dip. That is very, very good to see. Servan says, also my daily dinner entertainment. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I'll talk about Onda for you in a little bit too, real conversation. But glad you're making money, Scossum. Thanks for the super chat, brother. I appreciate that. So I want you guys to be careful because this Google story is very important. Google sues 2 developers for putting 87 fraudulent crypto apps on the Google Play Store. Now, what I want to highlight for you guys is Google recently allowed crypto advertisements to come back, and so it's not that Google is bearish, but they're certainly trying to protect their users, just like I want to protect our viewers on this channel, and point out something that could be obvious to some, but just isn't obvious to some of the newcomers. There are a lot of scams in the world. Matter of fact, my brother is he's a very smart man. I have a very smart brother. And I love him a lot. If you're watching, he's probably not, but if you're watching, love you. You're a smart guy. But even him, he messaged me the other day and he got a text message from Bittrex, but it was not the real Bittrex, guys. And it said, you have 24 hours to remove your funds because Bittrex shut down for US users. And this was an exchange that him and I both used in the past. We already got our funds off, but he got a text message and the scammers were trying to scam. Say, hey, you log in and, make sure you do this so that you can get your funds. There were no funds. We already took the funds off. It was a scam. You got to be careful. My father last night had a scammer that tried to get him on an email and talk to me about it. And look, I'm not some kind of genius that's going to catch every single scam, but I'm an extreme skeptic when it comes to scammers, guys. And so very smart people think my brother and my father are smart. Unbiased. I love them. I think they're smart. But even them, they can get scammed. You can get scammed too. So just be careful, guys, because Google is suing these developers because they're putting up fake apps, and that happens all the time. I'm going to give you another example of how that happened recently. Boom. Let's talk about the Leather wallet. As you know, I'm very bullish on Bitcoin DeFi, and I think this is a fantastic Bitcoin DeFi wallet, but be careful, guys. Look at the top of the screen. If you can see it, there is no Leather mobile app at this time. Please only install Leather from leather.io or Chrome Web Store by Google. I've got my Leather wallet. This is Safari that I'm viewing the stream on, but on my Google Chrome browser, I attached my Leather wallet. I downloaded it from leather.io. Please do the research on that, guys. But at one point in time, there was a fake Leather wallet that came to the Apple App Store too. So it's not just Google, it's Apple as well. Please be careful, guys. Protect your keys. Do not give any of these scammers the keys to your wallet, any of that, guys. It can happen very easily. People get scammed all the time in crypto. Even today, it is still the wild, wild west. I want you guys to win, not lose. Please don't get scammed. Be aware of that, guys. So that's a little warning for you guys and an interesting news story. They're trying to clean up this market so that crypto can continue without the predators trying to get your money. Give me 1 second. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Move your head so he can see respectfully. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, if there's anything to see, I'll move my head, move my head for you. Appreciate the feedback. Real conversations is funny. That's funny. Every time I get an advert, it sets the video back to the beginning. Oh no, sorry, Robert Paul. Just drag it, all the way. I got to do the ads. We got to monetize the content. You know what I'm saying? Look, we've done 3,000 videos. I've taken days of my life away from my wife, and eventually I'll be taking time away from my baby girl that's on the way. And we are doing this work because we love crypto. We're passionate about it. We want to educate people, but we do want to get compensated for our work. So bear with us on the ads. And if you don't want ads, you can always buy YouTube Premium, and then you don't get ads. I bought YouTube Premium because I hate ads. You could buy it, and then you don't get ads, and there's other benefits to YouTube Premium. But sorry guys. Anyway. Let's talk about this. This is a big story today. Ripple to launch a US dollar stablecoin, taking on a $150 billion market dominated by Tether and Circle. So if you guys aren't familiar with this, there are 2 major stablecoins right now in the market, and there are others coming out there. Thanks for the love, Robert. Appreciate that. There are 2 large stablecoins. It's Tether and it's USDC, and if you haven't used those, well then you got a lot of learning to do. But these are the 2 big stablecoins out there in the market. They are a big portion of the money in the crypto market, and they've been very successful so far. Tether's got a lot of criticism, and Circle was launched by a cohort, I think that's the word for it, but basically Coinbase and a company called Circle came together and created a stablecoin with the intention of creating something more, in quotes, legitimate, more safe, and more better when it comes to a regulation standpoint. Just trying it that way. So now Ripple is coming out and they're going to launch their own stablecoin. Questions for you guys. Do you think this is going to be a successful stablecoin launch? Do you think this is good for Ripple? Do you think this is bad for Ripple? For those of you guys that aren't aware of it, Ripple has been in an ongoing lawsuit versus the SEC for a very long time that's come to a close 50,000 times, except it's not actually come to a close. There's been so many news stories like Ripple won the lawsuit. They didn't win the lawsuit, but the SEC did determine, I believe, that XRP is not a security at this point. I think they determined that officially. Might want to check me on that, guys. Anyway, they've been getting some scrutiny. So is this a good story? Is this bullish for Ripple? Is this bearish for Ripple? I don't know, but why don't we check out the price of Ripple today and just see what the markets are telling us? I believe that it might be bullish, and the markets are kind of telling us that too, because it's up 4%, which is pretty darn good. There was a nice spike up today. Ripple has been stuck. I was just talking about Ripple yesterday and how it's been consolidating in like a huge wedge over years and years and years, and hopefully it can break out to the upside. Thanks so much, Real Conversations. I appreciate that. Congratulations on the little baby. I'm excited. I'm going to be a girl dad. It's going to be exciting. But anyway, yeah, I think it's good for XRP, something to shake it up because they've just been stuck. The price action's been lame. It's just speaking frankly, and I think they're due for a pump. I'm not a big fan of XRP. I've talked about that on the channel. It's like the bankers token. I don't like bankers. So, but if the banks get into it and they use the XRP token as like that token for transactions from banks to banks and all this, billions could flow in. I get it. We'll see how it plays out. Let me know your opinion on XRP, and let me know your opinion on the stablecoin idea as well. This is certainly a big story today. Everybody's talking about it. What do you think about this? This has not really a lot to do with crypto, though I saw it on one of my crypto news accounts. I like, Watch Your Guru. Shout out to you, dude. He's got great content. He posts a lot, great news stories. I go to him for updates all the time on Twitter. Just in, Apple is exploring the creation of home robots, the next big thing. Look, yikes. Did you guys see the movie I, Robot with Will Smith? Because yikes, that's scary. What if all of a sudden, Apple gets taken over by the government and the government's like, all right, override the robots and keep the prisoners, keep everybody's under house arrest, and it's an executive order, and the robot taps into your crypto. I don't like it. Okay, I don't like it. It's scary. Get out of here, Apple. This is, the whole point of cryptocurrency, and now I'm going to tie it to cryptocurrency, is decentralization. Well, why would I want one of the most centralized companies out there, one of the powerhouses that has a monopoly on the market? Why would I want one of those robots in my house, listening, watching, waiting? It's like Alexa and, even SIRI. I don't even want to say it out loud because then all my devices will go crazy and be like, what can I help you with? From Apple, right? These virtual assistants, all these speakers, we're already getting watched. I don't need like a robot that can punch me in the face too. Like I hear what I said. Like, I'm not for it. It's terrifying. Forget about it. Get it out of here. If you're for it, let me know. I'm curious what your take is on it. There could be some advantages to it, but no, pass. Moving on. A big question a lot of people want to know is, are you too late to crypto? My answer is no. My answer is no. And why would I say something like that? I mean, look, guys, look. It's so funny that those articles come up now. They're not going to talk about crypto in the bear market. Why would you buy it at a discount? It's so dumb that this happens with the mainstream media all the time. But that's how it is. Look at the history, guys. These little lines are these Bitcoin halvings that I was talking about, where the miners get cut, the rewards of the miners get cut in half, causing a supply shock. You like that, Carlito? I do too. The halving is the supply shock that comes to the crypto market. And look, we got bull cycles, we got bear cycles, we got bull cycles, what is the only indicator that we have that a bull cycle is coming? It's the Bitcoin halving, guys. And so are you late to crypto? Well, you're not early in the sense of buying in the bear market, and you're not early in the sense of buying here. But you're early before we go into these red, yellow, and orange bands. And I put out a question in the poll, guys, and I asked the question, can Bitcoin reach 200K? Well, look at this rainbow chart. If this thing is at all accurate and it stands the test of time, and arguably, guys, it was out of the bands here. It was less up there, and it's even less so up here. I think this was a muted bull cycle, though, arguably, because of the pandemic. I think we should have gotten up here. I think we should have broke 100K in that last bull cycle. But the pandemic certainly put a damper on things. It's my personal opinion. You guys are cracking me up in the chat. I think we can get up here, personally, and now I'm going to reveal it. My answer is yes. I think Bitcoin certainly reaches $200,000, and I think Bitcoin could Not definitely, but it could reach $200,000 in this bull cycle, friends. Just look at the bands. I think we get back up to the orange, maybe. I would like to see us get back up to the orange. I'd love to see us get back up to the dark orange or even into the red. That would be crazy. $500,000 Bitcoin. I don't know, guys. I don't know. It just depends how much institutional FOMO there is. I'm not going to be a hyper bull. I'm going to say at least get me to the yellow bands, and we still have $168,000 Bitcoin. And that could come lickety split, guys. That could come lickety split. So are you early? I say yes. You're not the earliest. You're not the earliest for for this bull market per se. You're not the earliest in the history of crypto, but you're earlier than the people that are going to be buying up here. And inevitably, there will be people FOMOing in. And we have evidence of that, guys. We have evidence of that. First off, talking about Bitcoin predictions, just Google it. Bitcoin predictions 2025. What are the numbers people are talking about? $1 million by 2025, $150,000 by 2025, 150,000, 150,000. What else we got? 100,000, 150,000. Very, very popular. I've seen 500,000 from Kathy Wood. I've seen 1 million from Kathy Wood. I've seen so many different predictions that are in the multi-hundreds of thousands. And so conservatively, guys, if you took the average, maybe it lands, maybe people believe it's $200,000 Bitcoin. So maybe we conservatively go to at least 100K, right? At least 100K. But the higher the predictions are, arguably the higher we can go. You probably don't hit those highest targets because that's not how that works. Tom Lee was talking about $1 million Bitcoin 7 years ago, and we haven't even come close to that yet, right? We've certainly made some progress, and if you bought, buy low, sell high, you could have made a bunch of money. But where do we go? I think we go in this bull cycle. 200,000 feels like a good target to me, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Talking about this too, how much more money? Is this earlier? Can it come in, guys? Well, just in, $932 billion asset manager DWS launches a physical Bitcoin ETC in Germany. So yesterday we talked about Hong Kong launching a Bitcoin product. Today we're talking about Germany launching a Bitcoin product. Yesterday I put out a short and I talked about the fact that the United States government was selling some of their Silk Road Bitcoin. I think that's just a tactic where they're buying with a different wallet somewhere and they're selling that publicly to be like, yeah, we're offloading it, to maybe give the other countries an impression that they're offloading it, using their media, using the media like a good government does. They use the media, is another branch of the military, right? And, they're using the media to say we're selling our Bitcoin, and they're actually probably buying it. And matter of fact, we know they're buying it because BlackRock's in. If BlackRock's in, it's because the United States is in. They're in bed together. Okay, let's be real about it. If you don't think that Bitcoin is being acquired by the United States government, then you're not looking at the facts. Okay, every country is getting into this space. The largest asset managers in the world are getting into this space. It's coming, guys. It's coming. People don't like robots. That's what I'm seeing here in the comments. So. Marketing Spin asks ICP. I can certainly check that out. We're going to do a little Q&A here in a second. I'm almost through some of the big stories, but this is big news, guys. Germany after Hong Kong. So we've got every country kind of coming up into the story here and talking about this. Now, I want to chat with you guys a little bit about this. Now, bear with me on this, but the kid's got an interesting point, and I shouldn't even call him a kid. The dude has had a lot more success than me. Look at this Jack Mallers, this curly hair guy in this hoodie. Very successful startup guy, something to do with integrating a Lightning Network with Bitcoin, and he's getting put on CNBC. So I want to put this out loud for you guys, just a good fresh take on why Bitcoin is valuable that I want to share with you guys. So go ahead and listen up.
Crisis is over, so I can see we're not there yet.
Kelly, I got luscious locks, but I'll toss the hood on for you. How are we? The Fed has blown up our financial system. A hell of a Monday, huh?
So do you think, okay, let me ask it to you this way, or put it to you this way. A banking crisis is deflationary. And so when I see Balaji and others saying Bitcoin's going to go to $1 million, it may go up, but that may be because of the Fed's response here. The 2010s were not hyperinflationary. There's no obvious reason why now would be hyperinflationary either.
Yeah. So Kelly, it's actually not that complicated, and I'm excited to try and convey that to America. There's a market term that's used here in Chicago a lot, is demand finds supply. What do I mean by that? If Ken Griffin is going to want to buy the most expensive condo in America, someone will build it for him. Someone will put a 201st floor in Miami's tallest building. If silver's going to 1000x, I will walk into my kitchen right now. I will melt all my silverware and I will sell it at market. If gold is going to rally, Elon Musk will find more on Mars. Bitcoin this is a super important point. Bitcoin is the only monetary instrument in the history of our species that is fixed. It does not matter how much more demand comes into the asset class, Kelly. No one will ever be able to make more of it. There are two things I can guarantee you in my life. One, that I'll die, and the other, that there will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. And those are what's the two things that I can only value as my life and my Bitcoin. So it is the only fixed supply asset, Kelly. It's not that complicated. It's going to go up because everything else can be issued more. Does that make sense?
Why you've got to explain to me one thing. Why is the supply fixed? And is that because someone says it's fixed who could change their mind?
No, it's a great point and question, Tyler. It's because it's written in the software and the software is distributed. There is no one person to ask. There is no one person to trust. The whole decentralization, is it decentralized so that you could put pictures and NFTs on the blockchain? Is it decentralized so that you could fix gaming? No, it's decentralized so that the defendants of the monetary policy are distributed.
So, yeah, guys, a very interesting take. And, just this guy is a founder and CEO. Is under 30 years old, this kid. A founder and CEO getting massive investment. Very successful company so far. It's weird seeing a curly-haired kid like this go on CNBC and talk about it, but, look at me. I'm just a guy here on YouTube, Anybody can have a valid opinion, and frankly, this guy's got a great opinion. He's got a great opinion. He said in this video at some point, we didn't even hear it, you've got to be absolutely crazy to believe that the Federal Reserve right now, they're full of it, and I don't have to because I own Bitcoin. What he's saying is, the federal government is just printing dollars like, look at the balance sheet, look at the debt for the United States government. It is going in the wrong direction. It seems unfixable. People have been talking about potential risk of hyperinflation. Could that happen? I don't know. The point is that Bitcoin is more valuable than the dollar, and it's more secure, and it's decentralized, and it can't get manipulated like the dollar can, right? It's a decentralized asset. A very fantastic point. It's a fixed supply, and he's so right. At any point, you can make exceptions for people with a ton of money, for the executives, for the big companies. Well, with Bitcoin, we can't make exceptions. Hey, if they want to participate, buy it. Pump our bags, right? That's just how it works, guys. It's a beautiful thing. It's an excellent point. I am super bullish on crypto, and so I'm always looking for more perspectives, and just a fantastic perspective from this individual right here, guys. Okay, so that is pretty much what I got. That's my grand slam, finish for the news stories for the day, but we aren't going anywhere, guys. Let's hang out a little bit and look at these markets and see what's going on, and do a little Q&A. What do you think? We got 54 viewers, 25 likes. Smash that like button for me if you enjoy the content. Subscribe to the channel, guys. So, very, very interesting stuff, huh? Give me 1 second. Let me look through this chat with y'all, see what's going on. Oh, Bitcoin, baby. Let's look at it. You see this, guys? We're back. We are so back. Let's do it. Pumping live. Just in time to hang out, enjoy some beats, and do a little Q&A, guys. This thing is right now dabbling with our previous all-time high, which is exactly what we want to see. This is a very key moment, guys. We want to see it break through here, and if we absolutely blast through, that'd be fantastic. There's a couple ways this, in my mind, could play out, right? You long support, you short resistance. This could be resistance. We could get something like this, potentially. What we could also see is maybe we absolutely remain bullish and go liquidation seeking, like I talked about earlier at 72K. A lot of liquidations are sitting there ripe for the picking. Maybe we come up, maybe we bounce back down, and then maybe we come back up and we liquidate, and then we can rock it from there. I wouldn't be surprised to see something like that. Some resistance right here. Another test of the previous all-time high. I want to remind you guys of this as well, something we've been exploring on this channel quite a bit. Give me 1 second. Okay, something we've been talking about a lot on this channel. Wow, really messing up here. Okay, so what we've been exploring is this, guys. Bitcoin, I think, in the previous bull market, Bitcoin took 55 days once it wicked past the previous high for it to actually break out, okay? Then it went to its highs and we had a bear market. And then in the last bull market, it took 18 days once we wicked above for it to break out. So far, it has been 31 days. I'm updating this daily now. 31 days. I believe, and I was explaining this to my beautiful, beautiful wife last night, who I love very much if she's watching. Yesterday, I was telling her, sweetie, we are in the moment. This is where we need to be. 18 days in the last bull cycle. It took 55 days in 2 bull cycles ago, and we're at 31 days. I think it happens within this 55 to 18 day window. We get the absolute parabolic explosion to the next level, which means what? That means that your altcoins can start to explode, which would be beautiful. This still hasn't hit its previous all-time highs. I am looking for a mega altcoin explosion at some point, which is why I have it in the title. And shout out to West Texas Crypto, who gifted a membership to Joel King. Congratulations, Joel King. Get in that private Discord, brother. But this is what we wanted to see, guys. We are right on track in my mind. Some people said we're ahead of schedule. I get that, but also just whatever. I'm bullish in the long term. Look at the institutions, look at the ETFs, look at the countries, look at the narrative. Understand Bitcoin and know that it goes up and to the right over time. Even when you sell out completely in a crypto bear market, before the crypto bear market, and you make profit, it's not a bad idea to just keep some Bitcoin for safekeeping, right? It's not a bad idea. So anyway, I do think that at some point in 18 to 55 days, at some point we're going to get the parabolic explosion. It lines up perfectly with the Bitcoin halving, which is coming up in just a short 20 days or so. 20 days away from the Bitcoin halving, maybe even less. And the Nakamoto upgrade sparking a Bitcoin DeFi rally, in my opinion, as well. So we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. But that's kind of where my mind's at, guys. Kind of where my mind is at. All right, let's zoom in on Bitcoin here and do a little Q&A. A little bit of resistance here at the previous high, like I said. So we'll keep an eye on it, guys. We could be meeting some resistance here, just like I was talking about. On the 15-minute candles, this candle is, yeah, we don't want that to close green. We don't want that to close green, y'all. Congrats, Joel King. Yeah, West Texas Crypto is the man. Shout out to you, the legend. Santa Claus of gifted memberships on our channel. If you want to become a member on your own, you can sign up down below. You know, that's one of the ways to support our channel. What do you get for it? You get access to our private Discord, and you get priority reply to comments as well. Just get a little extra love if you're a member on the channel, like Flying Tiger, like Servan. Like Servan, who I can't say his last name. Like Carlito Figueroa, like, I think I can say it now. I'm rolling the R. Rolling the R like a D. I hope I'm doing all right. Flying Tiger, Benny Blue Eyes, Robert Powell, any of these members. Shy Sox fan for life. Shout out to you as well. Scossum, I think you remember, aren't you, Scossum? BSS, Chio, Carlito Figueroa. Shout out to the legend. And you get the access to the private emojis, just like Flying Tiger is showing in the chat. And yes, it's a Crow coin, because we're bullish on Crow on this channel. Let's look at Crow real quick. On this weekly candle, we're playing some games. Again, I'm not going to be surprised. I've said this many times. If we dip back down to 12 cents. In the meantime, I'm having a little bit of fun with some of the altcoins within the Cronos ecosystem, like Ka. And I saw somebody asked in the chat, you know, what's the deal with Ka and what's the market cap on Ka? It's the strongest, most exciting token on Cronos so far. Hopefully it can sustain. It's looking good on the day. We're still hanging on. This is just a very poorly drawn line. Just kind of an idea. We're kind of sustaining up into the right momentum here. But somebody asked what the market cap is. You just go to Deck Screener, guys, and you find the proper one, find the right contract, and it's an $11.8 million market cap. So pretty big market cap. Excellent liquidity. And later today, it is also going to go live on Solana. It went live on Solana the other day. There was an issue with the wormhole, which is trending right now. Anyway, they pulled the liquidity and they are relaunching it on Solana and having another go at it. Had a lot of volume. It could really help out, but if you want to support it, then you got to provide liquidity as well to just help allow bigger buyers to come along. We need liquidity to have big buyers, so just keep an eye on it. It's very interesting. These are extremely risky plays, guys. Extremely risky plays, whether you're doing CROB, any of these things, all a lot of risk. At this point, I like COD the best. And, well, Cronos is just consolidating here. You know, just trying to up my bags on Crow. Somebody asked me if I was buying Crow. I'm not buying Crow right now, but that's okay. And we do see Stacks also rebounding. I was looking at this yesterday. I was saying, okay, Bitcoin can turn around, so can Stacks. Here it came to this red line right here, this moving average. It's a big moving average, guys, and boom, bounce right off of it beautifully. It's just so perfect. It's just so perfect, guys. It's just so predictable, so predictable. Solana's doing all right today, trying to get to the next level highs, kind of forming a little wedge here. I had a target on this wedge for like this thing to blast off to 240 bucks. Well, it got to 211. It got very close. And we got another little wedge forming, it looks like. Let me go, these are the daily candles. Let me go down to the 4-hourly candles and see what's up. So we got another little wedge forming here for Solana. I'm going to just draw it out real quick so you can see it. Something like that. It's not perfect, guys. Nobody's perfect. But something like that. It's kind of what I'm looking at. And so I would say, you know, we could expect a breakout somewhere in here, maybe. April. That's right in time for the halving, guys. That's right in time for the halving. And so either we break down or we break up. Man, that halving is going to be such a wild event. Look at this thing. It just times perfectly with the halving. Perfectly with the halving. 2 wedges there on Solana. Hopefully this is a coiling effect to the upside. Ethereum's back above 3,400. That's good to see. Altcoin's getting a little rally as Bitcoin's dabbling around its previous highs. This 15-minute candle's turned a little red, which again, and I drew this for you just 5 minutes ago. Don't be surprised to see something like that. Okay? This is resistance. We need to come back above resistance. We need to turn it into support, guys. Flying Tiger, you're cracking me up, dude. What else we got going on, guys? Yep. If you want to trade the volatility on crypto, well, you can do so. You can sign up for FEMEX using our link down below, so check that out. You get up to a $4,100 deposit bonus when you sign up and deposit some money into FEMEX, a great leverage trading platform that I've used in the past, though I don't leverage trade as much as I used to. Got to have some risk management strategies in place to be successful at that. Black Sea's killing the game, though. Go ahead and answer that poll if you haven't done so already. Can Bitcoin reach $200,000? 80% of you guys say yes. 20% of you say no. 34 seconds remaining on the 15-minute candle. Let's see if we can get this thing to close above 69. That'd be great. Let's see what time it is. 1:14. Okay. All right, I'm looking back in the chat now. There will always be other investors with better positions, but you got to get in to play ball, says Scossum. You're not wrong. Time in the market beats timing the market. That is true. All right, so we got this 15-minute candle turned green. That's decent. I'd love to see some more continuation to the upside there. Not bad. Trying to do it. Let's get down to the 5 minutes. Yep. Yeah, a little wick above. Yep. Keep going, BTC. Let's go. Institutions probably got inflows again today. Legacy Legendman says, I want more dump. You want to buy that dip? $200K, 100% simple. Just need everyone to stop leverage trading. Also, perhaps leverage trading can be good. It can help you to the upside. If people are betting short and Bitcoin's got buyers, well, short squeezing can move you up. So leverage trading's not all bad, but it certainly does cause some consolidation moments and some crazy tricks in the market. So Armando says his target for Bitcoin is $260,000. That's insane. I love it. I love it. Bring me there. Bring me there. Love to you as well, Real Conversations. Appreciate the support, man. So Devon says, keep an eye on Kai. We'll have a launch on Solana within 24 hours, and it just got on. Oh, it got on CoinMarketCap. Bingo! That's awesome to see. Let's go look at it. Let's go look at it. Did it really? Is it actually there? I know it was supposed to get listed on CoinMarketCap, but did it actually arrive? Because if it did, and it gets launched on Solana today, well, then, you know, you might all of a sudden see this thing pop up on CoinMarketCap, and when people are looking around, trying to find the next thing to buy, all of a sudden, maybe they're going to see it. It's not quite up there yet. It's only got the DEX pairs right now. Not quite up there yet. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep an eye on it. Bitcoin's moving. Here we go. This green line is the previous all-time high. We want to turn that in to support. Arguably, we've already taken a bunch of opportunities at that, and so, you know, maybe we keep going up from here. Broke down one more liquidation. That's maybe what this was, the last liquidation. That's my hope. That's my hope. The recent dump is maybe the last liquidation, and we had our halving crash potentially. Crypto Runner, good afternoon to you. Servan says, look for Crow with Knife. It's there. Oh, Crow with Knife, it's there. I gotta search it this way. We'll let that load a little bit because it doesn't want to for some reason. Might need to refresh, yeah. My computer's a little slow right now, it seems. Oh my gosh, Flying Tiger. I know what holiday you're celebrating this month, Flying Tiger. Yeah, I'll try a little refresh. We'll try it. Let's do a little refresh. Let's see what we got. I think I've got a personal tech guy in our chat now because his advice seems to work constantly. Servan. Oh. Yeah, I don't know. It could be my computer. I got an Ethernet. I got all my tabs closed. I don't know. We'll see. It's not pulling up, but I believe you. I believe you. It's probably up there. Trying to support the Cronos ecosystem. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it. Let's see what's going on here for Crowcoin on the 15-minute candles. Let's just check it out. Yesterday, we had a crazy spike up. Just be aware, guys. These things happen all the time, and then we come right back down. I see that all the time. Big green candles out of nowhere. And it just comes right back down to where it was. So just be careful for that. A lot of people see it and then they buy in and they FOMO in, and then it's just a quick little move by the whales. I think whales come in, they buy it up, wait for panic buyers, and then dump it on them. So just be careful with some of that stuff, guys. Flying Tiger, the assembly's complete. Enjoy, brother. Enjoy. Hilarious. Yep. Facing a little bit of resistance here, guys. 69K. To be expected. Rick Howe Jr., hello to you. with all the hearts. Got a lot of people in this chat that like their vegetables, it seems. Oh, goodness, guys. I'm looking for any other questions here. Yeah, somebody asked if I have any Gala. No, I don't own any Gala, but that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Gala is a very successful gaming play. Legacy Legends and ask, would you rather have 5 billion Shiba or 1 million Crow? Absolutely, hands down, 1 million Crow all day, every day. Not financial advice. But how much is 5 billion Shiba? Doesn't matter. You can confirm it's on CDC? I can't. I don't know why. Let's see here. Oh well. I believe you guys. Gotta love it, folks. Gotta love it. All right, guys. Well, let's see what happens today. That is all I got for you in this one, though, folks. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to let you go, but before you do jet out of here, do me a favor, guys. Do me one little tiny easy favor. Very easy favor. Smash that like button for me. Subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy the content, guys. We did some news. We did some market updates. We talked about it. We saw a little pump back to the previous all-time high for Bitcoin, which is very good. Back from the previous bull market all-time high, that is. We want to turn that resistance at 69,100 bucks or around there. We want to turn that resistance into support. Once we do that and Bitcoin finally breaks out into a parabolic rally, what we can get is an altcoin run. Overall market cap breaks its previous resistance. We can absolutely explode, make a ton of money, laugh all day, you know, and take that to the bank. Okay, guys, nothing I say here is ever financial advice. We are speculating on these markets on the daily, having a lot of fun bringing you guys the latest and greatest news and not so great news in these crypto markets on the daily. We are crypto bulls. Do your own research. Have a good time, guys. Shout out to all the members in the chat, and shout out to any of the newbies that joined us today. Welcome, guys. I hope you did enjoy the stream. That is all I got. Flying Tiger, I'm sorry. I got to do some work, brother. I got to do some work. You can go listen back. Go listen back to it. And if you want to just listen to these beats, 5 hours Deep House Lounge, you gotta prepare for the streams, Flying Tiger. Just keep a couple and you'll be back. All right, I'm not talking about that anymore. Much love, guys. Thanks, Crypto Runner. Thanks, Flying Tiger, Carlito. Shout out to all you guys. And West Texas Crypto for gifting yet more memberships. The votes are in. 79% of you guys believe Bitcoin can hit 200K, and 20% of you guys believe that it will not, which is very interesting. Who's going to be right? Who's going to be right? Let me know what you think in the comments down below if you didn't get to vote. That's all I got on this one, guys. I'm Crypto Kip. This is Crypto Report. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Become a member if you want to join our private Discord. You can do that down below. Sign up for FEMAX if you want to trade. Get some free sign-up money. All right. That's it, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Peace, y'all.